Joe Besford from Green Shoots is joining me in studio. Now, Green Shoots is the only South African program that's participating in a global education enhancement program. Today, Joe is going to introduce us to the NGO and tell us how they're using technology to help with maths curriculum. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
It's so nice to have you here. I've been reading up about your program, and it sounds like you are making huge waves in education in South Africa, so congratulations.
Thank you, we're very proud.
Now tell us about what Green Shoots does and how the program started, how it came to be.
Green Shoots is a Cape Town based NGO, and we specialise in technology assisted learning, but we focus on maths and science. So we started back in 2012, and we are now working in about 140 schools and after school centres in the Western Cape. Predominantly primary schools. And what we do is, when you were at school you had to do maths, and you'd sit in your book and you'd do your sums.
It was horribly boring.
And you'd sit and you'd do your sums and you'd hand it to the teacher and you'd wait for it to be marked. But what we do in the 21st century is that the learners do their exercises online. You log in with your name, like you do for Google. And then your sums are automatically marked. You click and there's all your answers, and you can see how you've done. And it's aligned to CAPS. So instead of doing work in an exercise book, you do it online. And it means the learners know instantly if they've got it right or wrong. The teachers don't have to mark. They have a summary of every child. And then we're able to give the district management, the principals, summaries of just what's happening in schools and what's happening with maths. Because the biggest problem is we don't always know what learners don't know. And if we know instantly learners are stuck here, we can do something about it. And every learner has personalised results. So no learner gets missed out. If you're stuck on fractions and I'm stuck on shapes, then we can actually say we can give you individual help.
That sounds incredible. Tell me about the change you saw after you first started introducing these programs into schools in the Western Cape. What kind of change did you see from the students, and what kind of feedback did you get from the schools?
Well, first of all, it starts with excitement, which is great for maths, especially in primary schools, because getting learners excited about maths is important. The first thing I think that just blew me away is when learners get their results back, you see a little yes. It's that fist pump. It's like, I can do it. And that confidence means they'll try again. And all of a sudden, they're racing to do their maths online.
Competing against each other.
They want to do, they're like, what did you get? What did you get? And you know what, even if they get 2 out of 10, the fact that they got 2, it's like, yes, I'm going to get 3 out of 10 next time. And then they start to achieve better. So it starts with a change in attitude and confidence and excitement, but then it actually translates into change results. So that the schools we're working in with their annual national assessments with the grade 6s had seen a rise. So it's not just about enjoying maths, it's doing better, being more confident in maths, and actually supporting the teachers, because we never want to take the place of teachers. We want to help them and give them the information to really help the learners with the barriers in learning.
Now, how can teachers use this program to help them? It seems like students can log on, do their work, the teacher gets the results. Then what happens? What does the teacher do with those results? How can she interact with the program?
That's the most crucial bit, because this is a tool for learning. It's not taking the place of teaching and learning. So if I was a teacher, so if I get my results and I can see, my learners are stuck with this question. So next lesson, I can make sure I demonstrate it. I can see that everybody understood this topic, so I can carry on. I can understand next lesson what I need to do, rather than waiting till the end of term and seeing in a test. And then also I can see perhaps this learner needs a bit more support, and you can individualize your support. Biggest thing teachers want to do is know exactly where their learners are so they can help them to achieve more. And this program helps you to know exactly where learners are. And because it's weekly, it's brilliant. You can see against week in, week out, how are they progressing through the year. It's not just a once-off, it's weekly. So that you can actually, that's where the amazing thing happens. Learners gradually get better, and it builds up, because we do it from grade 3 to grade 9. So we see it going through the years as learners improve. And the biggest thing we want is learners to get to grade 9, to be able to achieve and then be able to have a choice of doing maths for matric.
Now tell me about the current state of maths and sciences in South African schools.
One of the reasons we focused on maths back in the priority of the education department, because in the annual national assessments last year, 97% of learners didn't get 50%.
That's
a lot.
Not good. That's a lot. And it's not great.
If I remember rightly, there was 65% didn't get 50% in grade 6.
Wow.
So the issues actually tend to start lower down. And we found out there was a bit of a gap in what was available for schools and the support, because we're not just about technology, we work with people. We use the technology to help people. We're not about saying, here's a computer, this fixes the problem.
Yeah.
Here's technology that's going to help teachers, help learners, help principals. And so we worked where the gap was, which was from grade 3 for the transition, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the transition into high school. So that's why we need to work there, to really strengthen the maths, so that in grade 9 we don't have those very low results.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a strong core for people to go through to matric.
It gives you a good foundation, doesn't it?
And even if you don't want to do maths and matric, then you are mathematically confident.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of learners who just think maths isn't for them. And it's just because they haven't had the chance to be exposed to it and realise they can succeed. And it's just amazing when you see a learner finally getting it and going, yes, I can do this, and believing that maths is for them.
It feels so good in math class when you finally get it.
Yes.
I can attest to that.
And you don't have to wait for that.
Yeah.
You've been thinking, oh, is this right? And then you don't wait for a week or...
to get your results.
You get it straight away. Oh, right, I'm going to try the next one now.
Mm-hmm.
And it just builds up. And it's just the most amazing thing. The kids are quiet because they're focused on their maths. It's not like a normal class.
Incredible.
They're working hard. They love it. It's great.